Welcome. Here is the truth they hide from you. You are more than enough. You are all that you need. Every day you are bombarded by advertisement and all these different groups telling you that you are not enough. You need this thing or that thing to satisfy yourself. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not a hermit living in a tent in the middle of the mountains. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't desire things, but wants are different than needs. You, my friend, you old soul, are more than enough. I started off this year with negative. Paycheck didn't come in, significant other is away, uh, came back from a long trip, so I didn't have any groceries and stuff in the house. And in previous years, I would have been at rock bottom. But I've been working throughout this year to get comfortable with the uncomfortable, to really get down to the brass tacks of what is truly important. So the things that have been happening are interesting. That's the most I can say. It's interesting. It's like, oh, okay, that's not working out. All right, I gotta wait till tomorrow. Oh, the bank is closed. Okay. Can't do that today. Can't do that today. And I just said, all right, today's a rest day. Today's a day that I have to just rest. Today's a day that I cannot do the things that I want to do. I'm fiercely independent and I didn't want to ask anybody to help. And I said, you know what? Today's a day I'm just going to have to build. Today is a day either I'm going to have to ask someone or I'm going to have to do something different than I normally do. And I'm not upset. I'm not annoyed. I'm actually okay because I realize that I am enough. I am alive. I am relatively healthy. I'm not 100% healthy, but you don't want to call that on yourself. Like I'm healthy. I have people that do care for me. I have some people who are frenemies, but we all have those kind of people in our lives. But for the most part, I have people that will care for me, who will help me when in need. I have people that I care for. There's a lot of things to be happy about. And my channel up to this point has been about being an individual and a person. So I don't want to bury the lead and go off tangent. These are the things that they are hiding from you. We are constantly being told that could be taller, you could be thinner, you could be stronger, you could be faster, you could speak better, you could have a better job, you can have a more eloquent, you can have better table manners. And what I'm saying to you is all these things are good and well. But if you do not have that internal comfort with yourself, all of those things are just coping mechanisms. So we have been told by our betters that coping mechanisms are what we need to deal with the terror that's in our heart, the fears that keep us up at night. That if we are get these other things or programs or therapy or alcohol or pills or all these different things are going to solve the problems that is 99.9% just our perception and the way we deal with it and our perception of the world. Now, if you're physically in pain and you physically need pills and you're physically sick, those are different circumstances. Those are the 0.01%. But if it's something where you feel bad and you don't know what to do, the answer is within you, not with me, not in this program, but within you. I'm trying to help you to find those answers within yourself. So I wanted to do an experiment. And it's going to sound a little woo-woo, but bear with me. You don't have to close your eyes. You don't have to be in a quiet place. Right now, there's music blasting all around me. You might be hearing it. I'm hoping the mic kind of is taking some of that out. But the way that I deal with this is feel. It would help if you were able to look at something visually stimulating, something you can focus on, or music you can listen to, or my voice. Very good, right? Yeah, hopefully that is enticing for you. But kind of focus your attention on your midsection. And for a lot of you, you might be twisted, it might be in knots, you might feel irritation, you might feel fear, you might feel anxiety, you might have all these different things that are happening that are kind of in your heart, in your stomach area. And feel your feet, feel your hands, just feel your body. You are a physical being, embodied, experiencing this exact moment. A lot of the panic and the fear and the um, lack of connectedness is because we leave our body and we become these thoughts and we become these things that we think we need. Ground yourself in your body, right? Feel your hands and your fingers and your head and the headache or the whatever it is. Feel it physically. Then once you have that feeling of yourself, tense up if you have to, muscle up, release it. Tense up, release it. Tense up, release it. What you're going to see is that you have this awareness that is both your body and not your body. And then what I want you to do when you tense up that last time, once you start feeling it, I want you to expand your consciousness, your awareness to your surroundings, to the sounds, to the smells, to the feel, and really immerse yourself in where you are. And with your eyes closed might be the best way. Depending on the environment that you're in, take some deep breaths, put on music, walk through a park, but really get the sense of your environment and feel it through your eyes, your ears, all your senses. Try to expand it as much as possible. Once you master that, see if you can expand beyond your awareness. Think about the earth, the universe, the stars, the space, all the things that embody yourself. And if you can do all of these things, or even if you can't, just bear with me, you're going to come to a realization, or I'm going to tell you the realization, that at the center of all these different things, you're feeling the emotions, the smells, the airplane flying over, all these different things, you are at the center. You are the only thing that really exists from your perspective. Obviously, I believe I exist, but from your perspective, you're the only thing that exists. And besides the need for food and water and other things to keep yourself alive, nothing else matters. So the truth that's being hidden from you is that you are the emperor of your soul. You are the ruler of this universe, under God, obviously. And everything that you want, desire to do, that's icing on the cake. That's you exercising your power and authority. So if you're exercising your power and authority and you're doing the things that interest you, guess where the power lies? The fact is, the ultimate moment is, you don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. There's a consequence for not doing certain things. We live in the real world. But for the most part, 80% of the time, you can do what you want to do. That is a secret. We have been convinced that the things we want to do are not right. It's not going to happen. It's outside of our control. It's too much. You're over there. Oh, you got to be practical. If you want to sing, sing. You want to dance, dance. You want to do YouTube, do YouTube. It's not as easy as you think, but you can do it. You want to write that book, write the book. You want to perform on the street, perform on the street. You want to travel to the south of France. There are steps you can take to achieve that goal. You want to have a large family? Take the steps. They're going to tell you about plans. They're going to tell you about all these different metrics and things you have to buy outside of yourself to achieve it. But I'm telling you, once you get down to the fact that you exist, you are the master of your universe, then you can choose to do the things that you want to do. You get to be who you want to be, which I think is the most important thing, because that's completely in your control. You can leave that job. You can leave that relationship. You can start that new business, because that is what you desire to do. that as a living, breathing being, you should be a- aspiring to do the things that bring you contentment. Now, I'm not saying only contentment, only joy, but I'm saying you should be doing the things that interest you. If you are fascinated by boats, go all in. Fascinated by airplanes, go all in. Why are you limiting yourself? Because you've been programmed, that society has said that these are the things that you need to do in order for you to work and live in the society. Do you think the captains of industry, the elite of elites, follow the rules that we follow? They follow some rules. But do you think they're sitting there and saying, yeah, I mean, no one's ever owned 10 bit? They don't care about that. They're like, I'm going to do it. Well, I'm saying that that person, who I'm not begrudging the things that they've gotten, is no better than you. Their goal is money. Their goals are resources. That may not be your goal. And I think that those kind of things are not necessarily what we need. But some of us are on that treadmill for those things because we think those things bring happiness. Those things bring ease and comfort. But today's struggle has taught me that I was able to talk to my significant other throughout the day, which has been difficult over the last several months. Um, and the family members that I love and people, because today was a day off and I was able to kind of talk to them and to think and to have a breather. And to me, that was more valuable than the car I wanted to buy or um, the new computer or that trip. This day has been a blessing, even though throughout it I was a little because I wasn't able to get the things that I thought I needed. I, I don't think I'm doing this justice. You are more than enough. You are amazing. You are what the universe was made for, you to expand yourself, to fulfill your life's mission. Not to be a consumer, not to be an addict to whatever, but to experience this world as a fully functioning dictator who decides what they want to do. You shouldn't be dictated to. Now, I'm not saying if any of the things that I said you enjoy, I'm not saying don't enjoy it. I'm saying choose it. That is a trick. The people that you see who are very happy, who seem to be fully functioning, they go for what they want and then they're satisfied with the things that they go for. They're not in this constant regret. They're not constantly thinking about how to conform. So this is like my fifth video today. Um, and I'm getting closer and closer to the truth of this world. And I like luxuries and I like freedom and I really, really enjoy this, the time to relax, to think, to be kind of out of control. And so I want to cultivate that. So my mission this year is to speak more candidly to you, to relay the information that I have as best as I can. I know I was maybe a little vague, but it's very difficult because there's so many of you and I don't want to typecast it to say this or that. I want you to really get the truth of it. And I want you guys to do that exercise whenever you feel like you're unmoored. Everything around you that you can see and feel and touch, and it is a figment of your imagination in the sense that if you don't interact, they don't exist. So that power that you think they have over you is not real. The terror you feel at your credit or the debt or I'm not wearing the right clothes. Do fashion because you like it. not because you're in terror of being ridiculed for not being fashionable. Follow your uncle. Okay, that's me. Just be real. Be free. I am. This is today's New Year's Day, 2025. I didn't have to send out a million Happy New Years, which like loses all meaning. I didn't go and spend time with a bunch of people that mean nothing. I sat here um, and I took a real rest because tomorrow the battle begins. I am living as best as I possibly can, as authentically as I possibly can. I'm I struggle just like you do, but I realize now that the game is to be yourself and to experience this world as a dictator, not of other people, but of myself. I rule myself. I am not following anyone in anything. I am gonna humbly accept advice, but I'm the one who has to deal with the consequences of my actions. So once again, the truth of the world is that you are the center of the universe. You are what matters. Live life to the fullest and do not let the pressures of the world take you from your purpose and your path. We can discuss in the future what the purpose is, but right now, at this very moment, what you need is to ground yourself in the infinite truth that you are way more profoundly amazing than anyone has given you credit for. And I believe in you. I truly believe in the capacity of you, the potential of you, and the great things that you're going to do. I am excited to see it. Stay up, brothers. Stay up, sisters. Let's do it.